Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ruben coming at you to do a really short video, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? I'm going to send you two links. I'm going to send you Steve Harvey talking about if I was the devil. And I'm going to send you my friend Russian Vets, which hopefully will wake you up from what is happening, from your slumber. Because this whole world is a freaking lie. You are living under a twisted reality, fake reality. Okay? And that's the purpose of this videos that I have been making for many years. Okay? I mean, we're talking about personal experience here, plus studies and research. And I consider myself a soldier of God, of the Almighty, of the one that created everything. And whose mother's name, my first mother's name is Eve, not Lilith, or not Astaroth, which, by the way, she was considered the moon goddess. That's why people celebrate Easter. It's only for her. That's why people celebrate Christmas, because she celebrated it. She came up with that. And that was the whole purpose. So ever since she convinced the world, okay, Astaroth, which her original name is Semiramis, who happens to be the mother and wife of Nimrod. Now, who was Nimrod? Nimrod was Noah's great-grandson. Now, the purpose of this video is to wake you up. Forget about this Lilith, mother, mumbo jumbo thing. Forget about that. Astaroth, forget about that. It's all been by design but for the purpose of turning into an atheist or whatever, Satanist or whatever. Because if you're an atheist, by default, you are a Satanist. Whether you don't consider yourself a Satanist or not, you are. And by the way, Satan is not a figure of our imagination. He's not some man-made created thing, like out of our fears. No, lady. No, my friend. Haywood, wake up. Wake your ass up, man. Forget about this mumbo jumbo, Lilith or Astaroth, all of that. Do your research before you open your mouth. The fact of the matter is that there's a spiritual war that's been going on for millenniums. And now it's coming to a head. The question is, which side are you going to be on? Which side will you be found on? Based upon your actions and decisions. But anyway, let me read you a couple of things here before I leave you. Back in 1978, deep in the jungle of Guyana, there was a man that killed 968 people, something like that, or 908 through suicide, supposedly killed, okay? Using religious beliefs by design to destroy real spirituality in America. But in reality, it was just another CIA operation. He was a CIA agent. Just like 9/11 was. Operation Mockingbird. Do your research on that. Operation Paperclip. Do your research on that, which is about bringing the 100 brightest minds on this side of the continent from Germany when they defeated the Nazi Party, when they defeated Adolf Hitler. They brought 100 minds, and one of them was one of Van Braun, who's the father of the space race, which is NASA. Okay? Okay. But he knew it was a lie. Everything is a lie. Everything in this world is a freaking lie. So no wonder that because everything is a fake, is lie, especially religion and your politics. Hey, no wonder people believe that that there's no such thing as the devil. But the greatest trick that the devil has played on people is to make them believe that he doesn't exist. That he's just a figure out of our imagination. Anyway, let's go. Operation Mockingbird, which is using the media to mess people's head up, to condition people to believe a certain thing. Paper clips, I just told you. Bay of Pigs, which is the invasion of Cuba, where many people died. And Operation Vietnam. I mean, Vietnam was the result of it, but there was an explosion that was supposedly happen to a warship that was parked there, somewhere around there. So, what they call it, the Tin Con explosion, something like that. But anyway, here we go. So, the agenda by doing this, by having this operation, I would call it Operation Guyana. Yeah, this guy was Jim Jones, was his name. He got mostly Hispanic and mostly black and Hispanic people back in Indiana and transferred them to Guyana. And supposedly they all killed themselves. The agenda was to make people disengage themselves from the belief in a creator and turn them into an atheist society, prisoners of atheism, which is to say prisoners of Satanism. That's why you see the increasing of practices and belief in Satanism, and it has come out in the open. I'll show you some of the links. Okay. Anyway, here we go. Okay? Everything is a lie. That's why your politician practice the lie. You only going to find reality in this book. And by following these 10 commandments. Religion's just like politics. I mean, you know what they say, bird of a feather will always flock together, have been the greatest trick play on the human mind. No wonder people believe that, hey, this is why I don't believe in this and that. Well, guess what? You gotta, let me read you 2 verses and then I will be out of your way right now, okay? The first verse that I'm going to read to you is on Revelation chapter 18 in the King James Version, which is the only real version out there. Chapter 18, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that you be not partakers of her sins, and that you receive not of her plagues." 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities. Now you think about that for a minute. Okay? That's talking about religious establishment, which is the Roman Catholic Church. Okay? Which is called the Hall of Babylon. The whore of Babylon. That's what she's called. By the way, being that you may not want to believe anything that I just said here, because you have been conditioned and you have fallen victim to the twisted reality that we live under. See, this whole world, to put it in the context of the Matrix, this whole world is living under the blue pill system. Okay? That's what it has come down to. So no wonder people believe in the theory of evolution. I mean, which doesn't make any sense. That even Charles Darwin himself, I kid you not, Charles Darwin himself would completely destroy that, because his theory has been completely destroyed. I have sent links about that. Okay? Even he has said it. He will say, but he be called like he's crazy. And you crazy. That's what they will call the actual father of the theory of evolution. Actually, the first father was Satan, the devil. So, you understand what I'm saying here? Did you catch it? This is too deep for you to understand, Hayward. Come out of your confusion, my brother. Do not get caught up in this trick. Oh, the devil is just a figure of our imagination. God doesn't exist. So what does exist, Hayward? Are we just an accident? That's what the devil wants you to believe. That you're not special. You don't have two kidneys. You don't have two lungs. You've always been a human being. That's so you always will be. Huh? You're not going to evolve into anything more than that. A dog will stay a dog. A cow will stay a cow. Forget about this evolution mumbo jumbo. They got you, my brother. Come out of her. They got you. Okay? Now, if you want to stay there on Wonderland and make believe that everything is okay, the devil doesn't exist, when in reality he has always existed. In many different cultures. I mean, have you done your research? Have they shown themselves to many human cultures like the Egyptians, Sumerians, even the Mayans? Have you studied them? They have shown themselves as extraterrestrial beings, my brother. They have played games with the human mind forever. And you're going to stand right there, you're going to tell me, oh, don't believe that, that's just a trick, because you fell into the trick. Okay? You fell into the blue rabbit hole. Here we go. Chapter 22, Revelation chapter 22, verse 11 says the following. It's one of my favorite verses in the Bible. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. He which is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still. 12. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be. Once again, there it is in plain sight, straight up and down. Okay? When God comes, and he's almost at the door, ladies and gentlemen, the signs are everywhere, And by the way, God's language is signs, numbers, and symbols. Signs, numbers, and symbols. What does the devil use? He's such a copycat. That's all he got left. He's such a copycat. He wants to imitate God. You know why? Because he wants people to worship him. If you don't know history, my friend, then you're right. You shouldn't believe in the devil because you don't know jack about history, about human history, and how do you explain the wars? How do you explain the hate that people feel towards one another? Oh, that's just something out of a manifestation of survival of the fittest, Ruben, of psychological behavior that evolution brought about. Bananas. Huh? Disgusting, ridiculous. You are a special human being. You are created in the image of God. How can I mean, just think for a minute. How can a creation come from nothing on this earth? Oh, it came from a big bang, from an explosion. Oh yeah? Let me just tell you what comes from an explosion. From an explosion, and I saw it with my own eyes, okay? Back in because I grew up in New York all of my life. And I saw 9/11 with my own eye. I was consoling people, man, and people were so nice to each other back then. But you know how people are. Okay? Again, fake. When things hit the fans, people help each other out. And after that things wears off, people start stealing and killing each other, right? But anyway, here we go. So I saw it with my own eyes. Explosion only brings about destruction. That's the result of not a beautiful creation that we are. Okay? Don't give me this mumbo jumbo about evolution. All right, so you want to believe things? Go right ahead. Be my guest. Okay, so, but again, the purpose of this video is to make you understand that you're not going to be judged according to when God comes, which religion you belong to. Again, religion is a man-made tools to control and to control the masses and to deceive them and exploit them. But you know what? People are aware of this thing. Here's the biggest mistake. They put this book along. They throw this book along with them garbage, which I just described. All right, which by the way was the whole purpose of it. That's the agenda. You see how they work? You see how they work you and how easily you have fallen. Hey, humanity is so naive. Believe me, ladies and gentlemen, I did it. I was a door-to-door salesman many moons ago. And you will be surprised to how easy it is once you distract the mind for people to invite, with your, if you know how to converse, put your words together, and get into a conversation with people. Before you knew it, people would invite me to their residence and buy things from me. Because you work the mind. And that's what the devil does. He works the mind. See, let me just tell you some of the things that I have done in my life. When I was young, I sold drugs. I took money from people. I touched women that I have, a woman on the street that I should have never touched. I was part of many different religions. In fact, I was baptized by one. Again, once they get back in Harlem, in 125th Street, many moons ago, ladies and gentlemen. So please, do your research on every religion and you see what a joke it is. For instance, let me give you a couple of examples. Jehovah's Witness, Russell Taser, a man who, when he dies, say, put a pyramid on my tomb. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, we have been had, and we liked it. It seems like people enjoy that shit. The Mormons. The Mormons, I mean, this is a joke. And by the way, Russell Chase and him knew each other. Okay, check this out. Mr. Smith. This guy from the Mormons believed that Hispanics and black people were subhumans. They were not to be considered humans. Okay? I mean, check this out. So you understand? Now, it's like, oops, this is not good for business. So let's throw some commercials out there and put up some Asian, Hispanic, and some black people saying that they're Mormons. Ladies and gentlemen. And they, by the way, they don't have this Bible. They have their own Bible. Just like Jehovah's Witness, just like the Roman Catholic Church, just like the Islamic faith, the Muslim, they have their Quran, who they call the Holy Quran, which is totally bogus. Because why? Because, ladies and gentlemen, how can something be holy when the guy who supposedly wrote the Quran didn't know how to write or read? Their prophet, Muhammad. You understand? You see how we have been playing. In fact, the Islam faith came out of Persian methodology. Do your research. In fact, Muhammad's fathers and mother came and believed in Persian methodology. And by the way, these people have so much idolatries. Okay? Items that even the Prophet Muhammad said, well, man, what's all of this? And he got rid of a lot of idolatry, but not all of them. The Kaaba is still there. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is all I have for you now, because I mean, I gotta get back to work tomorrow. So may God bless you. Peace.